Hi everybody, good afternoon. Well, it's afternoon here in Auxerre. I am in my apartment, or gîte, I believe it is known as. It is a one-room apartment. Above my head is my bedroom. You can see the kind of floor there and some bars, and they're there to stop me falling out of bed. There is only about 4 feet depth between the floor and the ceiling, and there's just about enough room for me to get into bed and out again, which can be a little bit difficult. Now I'm going to have a go at moving the camera so that you can see there. Can you see the staircase on the side there? That's when I need to go to the loo in the middle of the night. I have to climb down that staircase in the dark. Well, I could put a light on, I suppose. And then through the door underneath there, which is behind there, is the loo. All of this is a little bit dangerous, but there we go. I'm here for 3 days, but I thought what I'd do is I'd start by talking you through the couple of journeys that I've had in the last few days. Hopefully, about now, there will be the map of my journey from Saint-Colomb, next door to St. Malo, as I kind of go south and then east, drive down around Le Mans, not at speed, and then on to Orléans. Now, everything was fine until I got to Orléans. I found the Ibis Sud, which I've mentioned in a previous video, and all of that journey worked out quite well. It was a bit long, but it was okay. Now I'm going to show you the next video. The next video is a little clip of the journey from Orléans to Auxerre. Now, again, that was okay, except that I got a bit low on petrol about halfway through, so I had to take a little bit of a detour to go and find some petrol. But that was okay. I found some. I think Montagny or something like that, I think it was called. And then headed off down to Auxerre, where I was installed in my new room, which you can see behind me. Now, all of that worked out all right, except that when I unpacked my laptop, I discovered that the battery was flat, which often happens anyway, but I couldn't find my charger. A little bit of a problem. Panic stations, what am I going to do? I need a charger. And anyway, to cut a long story short, I think I may have left it in Orléans, but I wasn't going to drive back to Orléans to go and get it. So I found a very nice French kind of shop, bit like Comet, called Darty, and I went along there and they didn't have one, but they pointed me to another shop called Boulangerie, which I thought meant bakery, but it can obviously mean more than one thing. Boulangère maybe, and Boulangère was another Comet type shop that was on the same out of town shopping precinct, and they did have one. So all is saved, and I managed to get that, and I brought it home, and my laptop, as you can see, is now working again. So today I have been wandering around Auxerre, which is a beautiful city, and having found the tourist information, they pointed me in the direction of the Abbey de Saint-Germain, which holds records going back 1,500 years of things spiritual that have been happening in the area. And I thought, brilliant. And the chap said, yes, you've got to go there and go and have a look at the crypt. And I went there and I looked at the sign on the door, and it said it wasn't going to open until 2 o'clock. So I thought, okay, well, I'll sit down in the shade and have some lunch. And so I sat down in the shade and had some lunch. And I waited, and an English couple came by, and I talked to the English couple and said, oh, it should be open at 2 o'clock. And we chatted and put the world to rights. And about 2:10, nothing seemed to be happening, so I went over and I read the sign again, and it did say opening hours 10 till 12 and then 2 till 5. What I hadn't read is the line afterwards, which said, but not on Tuesdays. So there we go. Anyway, I had a proper French lunch. I just sat down and did nothing for a while. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I came back to my gîte and decided to make this video. And so here we are. I hope the rest of you have had a very productive time. I hear the Bowden preached well and the service went very well on Sunday. So well done, Yvonne. Well done, all of you who were involved in that, and the flower rangers, etc., etc. Thank you very much for looking after the Rose Festival in my absence. You are in my thoughts, and I will continue with my journey and updating you as often as I can. God bless you all.